welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy, and in today's video we're going to be doing a foundation, concealer and primer collection, a full collection slash I might declutter a couple of things. So yeah, we're going to, I thought I'd show you the overview first. This is my Alex 9 drawers that I got on Wednesday. They're not fully finished yet because I've still got some bits to put in other drawers, but this drawer is done. I've also put my Project Pan stuff and my favourites in here as well, so that way you can see all of the products that I do have. Obviously they will be taken out of this drawer at the end, put back in the relevant drawers, but I just thought, yeah. So this is what the top of it looks like, and so if this is something that you enjoy, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below. And also don't forget to subscribe. We've got more of these coming. I'm going to be doing all of the drawers, going through every single one of them in different videos. And also I've got my lipsticks, as you can see. That's not fully finished, but yeah, we're going to go through that at some point. So yeah, I thought I'd do this. I don't know what's wrong with my eye. I have something, it's quite tender and quite sore, and I've got this like all puffy, and I don't really want to put makeup on top of it because I have to then to wipe it off again, so it might be quite sore doing that. So that's why I haven't done a proper intro for this. I do apologise, but we're going to crack on so we're going to crack on with just the one drawer, because this is what we're going to be going through, and I'm going to be talking about the products, if I've used them, what my view is, and different things like that. So I'm going to get a good angle on the camera, and yeah, let's get going. I'm going to have to hold the camera because I don't have a stand because it broke. And I have no way of putting anywhere, so we're going to have to go with it. Please excuse some of the messy foundations because I haven't cleaned them off yet, but we are going to start off with primer, and this is my primer section. We're going to go with what's in the basket first, and then we'll talk about what's at the back, because at the back is backups. Apart from that, that's just a primer water, but the rest of it's all backups, so we'll go with what's in here first. So right on top we have my, can't even hold it, my Illamasqua Hydrovale primer. I really love this. This is like one of my holy grails, one of my favourite primers. I have, as you can see, 2 full-sized backups for when this runs out. I absolutely love this primer. It's one of my favourites, and I would recommend if you need anything that's hydrating, or it feels like water. It really does hydrate your skin. It's amazing. Next we have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer. As you can see, I've used up quite a bit of it. See if I can open it with one hand. Nope. So yeah, you can see I've used quite a bit of it. I used to use it across my whole face, but I would recommend just putting it in your T-zone where you get the most pores. But it's worked really well, and it's really, really cheap. Absolutely love it. Next is this I Heart Revolution Strawberry Whip. I don't like this one bit. I really don't like this. It's meant to be pore filling. It just feels, I don't know if it's the whip, but it just feels awful. I just don't like it at all. I am going to declutter this because I'm not a huge fan. I might pass it on to people rather than throw it in the bin, but if no one wants it, then yeah. Next is this Huda Beauty Matte Perfection Pre-Base Primer. I've used this once or twice. It's really, really nice. It's very matte. I might do a product I forgot about video, so if you do enjoy them, then let me know, because I might include that and do like not a first impressions because I've used it, but updated first impressions. But yeah, no, it seemed really nice. It worked well, but my skin is now very dry, so we'll see how this will work on my skin now. We have the Figs and Rouge blurring primer. I like this. This is not too bad. It does blow your skin a little bit. It's a little bit expensive, and I got this from Glossybox. But yeah, so I wouldn't go out and purchase it. It's not like revolutionary, but yeah, it does the job. It's not too bad. Next is this Hydrate from Revolution primer. I've not used this yet. I got this from I think it was Alex, Makeup with Alex. I might be wrong, but I got it from one of the Patreon group's auction page. I haven't yet tried it yet, and I'm really excited. Next is the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I did get this from Makeup by Alex. She was selling it on an auction site. I really like this, as you can see, because I've almost finished it. I really like this. It works really well. The consistency is a bit weird, but it works very, very well. This is the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 2.5. My camera doesn't focus. I don't know how to focus on here, and it's a very old camera, so I'm looking at getting a better one. So if it does look a bit blurry, I do apologise in advance. Yeah, this is really nice. This is basically brand new. I've used this a few times. It's really nice. I just need to get used to using bases because I never do. But this is really nice, and it's the only one I have. But yeah, I quite like it. Works well. This is Bare Minerals Prime Time. This is a primer. I've used it once. I don't really know my view on it, but it couldn't have been that bad to still have it. So that's just that's my view anyway. Next is this from Jetta Black. This is the Glow Drops, the highlighting primer for your face. This is vegan and cruelty free. I got this from a Glossybox. I've used it once or twice. It's not too bad. It definitely gives you a glow on your face, but as an actual review, I don't really know too much about it to say if I like it or not. I love this. This is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. This is so grippy. It's a bit like the Milk Makeup Hydra Grip. I've not tried that personally, but there's a lot of people online saying that they're perfect dupes. And I find that this does hold my makeup for a lot longer than other primers. I love it. It's a bit of a weird texture, but once you get over that, it's actually quite a nice primer. I just dropped that. This is from Jane Ardell. This is a Smooth Affair primer. I've used this once or twice. I don't really know. I'm going to keep it in, but if I don't use it by the end of the year, I probably will declutter it anyway, because I just don't know. I don't know about that one. This one is from Fourier. This is an all matte pore invisible face primer. I didn't really like this too much, but again, I only used it once, and with the foundations it came with. It was one of the foundation review that I'd done a while back from Amazon. So I'm going to keep it just to try it out of other foundations, but again, we shall see. It's one of them pumps, it sort of pushes the product up, so I'm down here at the minute. So yeah, again, we'll see. And last but not least from this little bundle is the Avent Pro Perfecting Collagen Primer. Love this. I love this brand. This brand does amazing products. Their moisturizer at the moment is incredible. But they're very expensive. This is probably about 80-90 quid just for this. I wouldn't personally go out and buy them for the simple fact I don't have the budget for it, but I would love to test out more of their products. I would, if Avent are watching and they need people for their PR list, I'm more than happy. Bit of a plug, but never mind. But no, all jokes aside, I do generally like this brand. They do some amazing skincare. So I'm gonna pop it all back. Probably not as neatly as I put it in, but we'll just go with it, and I'll just adjust it all later. So far, well, this isn't meant to be like a full declutter, but yeah, I've decluttered one, which is the strawberry whip. So behind here is this is the MUA Pro Base Primer. This is a bit of a sneak peek for one of my projects. I've used up quite a bit from the last update, but not a huge fan, but I just want to get rid of it. The Figs and Rouge, this is really nice. I really like it. I've used it quite a bit. It's really nice to put underneath your primer or on top of your primer just before foundation. Gives you that really nice glow. And like I said, I've got two of the Illamasqua Hydrovale primers in full size. I've not used them yet. They're brand new. Then I've also got another e.l.f. Poreless Putty. And I've also got this Primark Primer Water that I got from, I want to say Lizzie. But yeah, I've used it a couple of times. It's really nice, but I didn't know where else to put it, so it's currently there. Behind there, even further back, is a Conceal and Hydrate from e.l.f. That's so a backup for the one that I'm currently using, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's go on to foundations. I don't know why I just did that. Why did I just touch that button? Start again. This is my foundations. These are all my foundations, including the ones that are in my projects and stuff. So starting off with this one over here. This is the MUA Pro Base. I got this because I needed a white cut crease, but I've kept it because if I need any white foundations for anything, if I want to do like an extra over the top look or to make my foundations lighter, this is perfect. This is in the shade #100. I think it's the lightest shade they do in that foundation. Starting from over here, we've got my Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation. I love this foundation. It's one of my favourites. It's a tinted moisturiser, but it gives me enough coverage on them days I don't want full coverage. And even then, with the right concealer and powder, it does look quite full coverage, but it's not, if that makes sense. Next is this Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour SPF 20 foundation. I've not tried this yet, so I don't have a view on it. I have this George foundation. I'm going to declutter it because I've never used it and I've had it for far too long, and like I said, it's going a bit funky, so I'm actually going to bin that because I've had that for far too long. Then I've also got the Barry M Fresh Faced foundation. I have two of them, one in the shade 6 and one in the shade 4. Don't know, I should have got shade 5, but who knows. But yeah, they're really nice. This is a really nice shade. This is a bit dark, but mixed together, it's a really nice foundation. A really nice lightweight foundation. Bit like the Pretty Fresh from Colourpop. Really nice. Once it's built up, it works. My camera died, and yes, we're going to carry on. We've got the Revolution Conceal and Define, which is in my whole collection project pan. Really, really nice. I do really like it. If you like a matte formula, this is really nice. I do really enjoy it. Back here, we've got the NYX Bear With Me foundation. This is far too light. I got it from a auction thinking it was the right shade, but I'd have to get a darkener or I have to mix it with other foundations. Same with the Revolution Pro CC Perfecting foundation. Is a little bit too light as well. I really do like them as a foundation, but they're a bit too light for my skin tone, even when I'm not tanned, and I don't really tan. So next is the Wet n Wild photo focus. I love this. I got this from my friend, and it is really, really nice. Really enjoy it, and I use it all the time, but you can't really tell. Yeah, this is in the I haven't even been telling you the shades, have I? So this is in the shade Soft Ivory. So the Revolution is F4. The two that are too light. This one is in F2 and Pale Light. How bad am I? I'm giving you reviews on foundations, not even telling you the shades. So I've got this XX one, which I've used once. Not too bad, but I think it was the primer I paired it with that made it sort of go a bit patchy, but I am still testing this out. This is in the shade FX 5.7. I've got 3 of the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear. I have this one, and then the other 3 are right at the back behind the concealers, and they've not been opened, so they're my backups. But I have this. This is in the shade 25. Yeah, 25 Rose Ivory. This is really, really nice. I really enjoy this. Again, I use this all the time. Really nice foundation. Would recommend it for a drugstore. I have 2 of the 24-hour Superstay. This one's disgusting because I use it all the time. This is in the shade 5, and then this one is in the shade 10. So yeah, I really enjoy these. They work really, really well for my skin. They last for quite a long time. Yeah, definitely a go-to for me. I also have the Estee Lauder sample that was there as well. Going back here to another holy grail of mine. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I've been going back to this after the Superstay 30 hour because this is really nice. Works really well. Makes my skin look a little bit flawless. So I do really like. Paired with the concealer, it's really nice. This is the 30 hour Superstay. I'm showing you the draw, not the actual product. I'm so sorry. I really like this. It's getting to the end of the bottle because I've actually used this quite a bit. And this is in a project pan. This works really well. I'll tell you, it makes my skin look flawless. Applies amazingly. But recently, it's been very patchy. But I don't know if that's because it's coming to the end of the bottle. So I'm only really using it for filming at the minute just to get the use up. There was, that was where it was last time, and the lines of, I was going to mark it about here because that's where the actual bottle is emptied to. Because I've laid it down, it's gone all over the walls. So once it's settled again, I can mark it for when I do my update. But as a whole, this is a really great foundation, but I think as it's coming to the end of the bottle, it's going a bit funny. Oh, dropping all my foundations. Then I think lastly, we've got these Fourier Foundations that went with the primer. They were okay. I probably wouldn't go out and buy them again, but yeah, I'm going to keep them because they were nice. There wasn't really a lot I could say about that. So yeah, I'm going to pop everything back, and then we're going to go with my concealers at the back. We've got to try and reach it. Let's go. Again, I've not put it back properly. I will resort it once I take all my project pan stuff out. But yeah, very quickly before my camera dies, I've just unplugged it. This is the basket for my concealers. What am I doing? This is my basket for my This is the basket for my concealers. I'm rubbish at holding the camera. I always use a stand, so I'm sorry if this is very, very shaky. So we're going to go through them. This is my Conceal and Hydrate from Revolution. It is very used. There's an exciting update for this in the next update, so don't forget to check out my whole collection project pan. Then we have the Elf Camo Hydrate. I have a backup of it at the back, like I said earlier, but I think I labelled it wrong. But yes, the Elf Hydrate is back there, not. And we've also got the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I love this. This works so nicely, and definitely with the foundation as well. I have 2 of these Eye Bright Illuminating Concealers. This is in the shade, this one's in the shade Fair, and then this one is in the shade, don't know what shade this is in. I want to say medium. There we go, medium light. This one is in medium light. Oh, and the other concealers, again, because I've forgotten to tell you, this one's in C3. The Milani is in 100 Pure Ivory, and then the Elf Camo Hydrate is in the shade Light Sand. Next is from My Heart Revolutions, the Heartbreaker Concealer. I love this concealer, it's a really nice concealer. And this is in the shade Custard. I have the regular Elf Camo in the shade Light Sand. Really nice, very full coverage. I also have the XX concealer in the shade CX3. This works really nice. I still need to test it out to get a full opinion. And last but not least, we have 2 more. We have this one from Maybelline. This is the Age Rewind or Instant Anti-Age Concealer in the shade... What shade are you? Oh, Ivory. This is in the shade Ivory. This is really, really nice. I'm very mixed reviews on it, to be honest, because sometimes I can get a really good application, and others it's a bit difficult, so it's very hit and miss with me. And last but not least is the Conceal and Define Infinite. This is in the shade C4. It says it's meant to be creaseless, but this crease is probably the worst out of all my concealers. My eyes crease anyway because I just don't drink enough water. I know that, so it's my own fault really. But out of all the concealers that crease, this one's the worst. I'm keeping it because I just want to use it up, to be honest. I'm nearly finished with it anyway, so I might as well use it up. So that is everything. Literally behind there, so behind the basket is the 2 L'Oreal foundations and the backups. So that is my first drawer. I hope you have enjoyed hearing about my base products. So I've got my other drawers are coming very, very soon. I'm going to be doing my second drawer, which is my powders and bronzers. Not many. I've not got that many. So yeah, this is going to be my next video. So if you're excited to hear about this drawer, then subscribe and keep watching. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.